Have you ever found yourself gripping the stair railing a little tighter than you used to? Or maybe pausing before stepping into the bathtub, just to make sure everything feels steady? It's not because you're weak. It's because your instincts are getting wiser. With age comes a new kind of awareness, a kind that says, let me make this easier for myself. And there's something really powerful about that. You've spent decades making your home just the way you like it. Every corner tells a story, every piece of furniture has a memory. But as we get older, the homes we love might need a few small tweaks to keep up with us. These changes aren't about giving up your independence, they're about keeping it. Because aging in place, staying in your own home on your own terms, isn't just possible. It can be downright comfortable, even joyful, when your home is set up to support your changing needs. In this video, we're going to talk about 5 smart, simple changes you can make to your home after 65 that will help you stay safe, relaxed, and fully in charge of your life. Let's start with the first one, and this one might sound so simple, but trust me, it's a game changer: better lighting. You see, as we age, our eyes naturally need more light to see clearly. What felt perfectly fine at 40 might now seem dim and a little fuzzy at 70. Maybe you've noticed it yourself. You squint a bit more when you're reading the paper, or you fumble for the light switch in a dark hallway. The good news? Fixing this is easy. Start by swapping out old bulbs for brighter, energy-efficient LED lights. These give off more natural, cleaner light and last longer, so you won't need to change them nearly as often. Focus especially on the areas where you move the most: hallways, staircases, your kitchen, and bathrooms. One woman I spoke to, her name was Margaret, 72, told me she didn't realize how much her poor lighting was affecting her until she had a near fall in her hallway. Just a shadow she hadn't noticed before. After that, she added a few plug-in night lights along the baseboards and motion sensor lights in the bathroom. She told me later that it was one of the best things she ever did for herself. She felt safer and more confident walking around at night. It's not just about safety, it's about comfort. When your home is well lit, everything feels a little more inviting. You can enjoy your evening crossword without eye strain. You can cook dinner without feeling like you're chopping vegetables in the dark. And speaking of comfort, let's talk about another simple change that can make a world of difference: rethinking your flooring. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I've had this carpet for 20 years and it's just fine. And maybe it is. But take a moment to notice. Are there edges curling up? Is it uneven in spots? Is that lovely old rug in the living room starting to bunch or slide? These small things can turn into big hazards. A slip or a trip might not have meant much when you were 30 or 40, but at 65 and beyond, it could lead to a broken hip, weeks of recovery, or worse. And I don't say that to scare you. I say it because avoiding that is completely within your control. If you have area rugs, consider removing them or using double-sided non-slip pads underneath. For hardwood or tile, non-slip runners or rubber-backed mats can help. And if you're thinking about new flooring altogether, look into options like cork or low-pile carpet. They're easier on your joints and less likely to cause a fall. I remember visiting my uncle's house. He's in his late 70s now, and watching him shuffle across the kitchen because the tile floor just didn't feel steady under his feet anymore. After we talked, he installed a cushioned, slip-resistant mat in front of the sink and changed out the old rug by the door. He called me a week later and said, "I didn't realize how tense I was until I wasn't worried about slipping anymore." That's the thing. These small changes can remove stress you didn't even know you were carrying. And while we're on the topic of ease and removing unnecessary effort, here's another shift that many people don't think about until they really need it: making things more reachable. Our balance changes with age, and so does our flexibility. Reaching up to the top shelf of a kitchen cabinet or bending down to get something from under the sink can become a bit of a strain, or worse, a risk. One awkward reach, one misstep, and it's easy to throw your back out or lose your balance. But adjusting for that doesn't mean you need to remodel your kitchen. It can be as simple as moving your everyday items, plates, bowls, pans, to waist-height shelves or drawers. Store heavier items, like your stand mixer or large pots. in spots that don't require bending or lifting from below your knees. You can also use pull-out shelves or lazy Susans to make your cabinets more accessible. That way, instead of bending and reaching, you just slide or spin and everything's right there. I once helped a neighbor reorganize her kitchen. She was 69, still very active, but mentioned she'd started avoiding baking, something she loved, because getting the mixer off the bottom shelf was just too much of a hassle. We moved it to a rolling cart she could wheel in and out of a pantry, and just like that, she was back to baking every Saturday. Blueberry muffins never tasted so sweet. These aren't big renovations. They're little nudges toward a home that fits you, not the other way around. Now that we've talked about lighting, flooring, and reachability, let's keep going, because there's still more you can do to turn your space into a true haven of comfort and independence. Let's take a closer look at another part of the home that often gets overlooked, yet it's one of the most important when it comes to comfort and safety. I'm talking about the bathroom. Now, I know the idea of bathroom modifications might bring to mind cold hospital grab bars or industrial-looking tubs, but trust me, what we're talking about here is something far more subtle and elegant. And more than anything, it's about peace of mind. For many folks, the bathroom becomes a place of quiet stress as we age. Slippery floors, high tub edges, awkward toilet heights. It's a recipe for discomfort, and in many cases, injury. But here's the good news. A few small upgrades can completely transform that space into one that feels easy, safe, and just as inviting as the rest of your home. Start with the tub or shower. Stepping over the edge of a traditional tub might not feel like a big deal when you're younger, but it gets trickier with time. Your balance may not be what it used to be, and even something as simple as wet tile can turn a quick shower into a dangerous moment. That's why so many people are choosing walk-in showers or tub cutouts that lower the entry step. If a full remodel isn't in the cards, even something as simple as a sturdy shower chair and a handheld shower head can make a world of difference. And don't underestimate grab bars. These days, you can find ones that blend right into your decor, sleek, stylish, and strong. Install them by the toilet, in the shower, and near the bathtub. You may not use them every time, but when you need that extra bit of support, they'll be there. I once spoke to a man named Walter. He's 75 and lives alone, and he told me that adding grab bars gave him the confidence to shower again without fearing a fall. I didn't realize how tense I was until I could just relax, he said. That's the goal, right? Comfort and confidence. Now, let's talk about the toilet. Yes, it's not glamorous, but it's one of those things you use every day. If it's too low, getting up can be a strain on your knees and hips. A simple raised toilet seat, or switching to a comfort height toilet, can make it much easier to sit and stand without having to push or twist awkwardly. It's a small change with a big impact. And don't forget the floor. Bath mats are cozy, but make sure they're rubber-backed and stay firmly in place. No more rugs that slide across the floor like a hockey puck. Think low risk, high comfort. It's amazing how much stress we carry in our bodies just trying to manage in a space that isn't quite right anymore. But once you tweak it, even slightly, everything feels lighter. You start your day with more ease. You move around without holding your breath or bracing yourself. That's the magic of setting up your home to support you, not the other way around. Now let's move from the bathroom to another spot that's central to daily life, your kitchen. Whether you cook every day or just make the occasional cup of tea, the kitchen should feel like a place of ease, not exhaustion. As we get older, the kitchen becomes one of the most common sources of minor injuries or discomfort. Lifting heavy pots, bending over to find that one spice jar in the back corner of the cabinet, fumbling to reach plates on high shelves, it all adds up. One thing I always suggest is investing in pull-out drawers. Not the expensive, built-in kind if you don't want to. There are simple sliding shelf kits that can be added to your existing cabinets. They let you see and reach everything without digging or crouching. Another tip is to bring your most used items, like plates, mugs, cutting boards, and pans, down to a level that doesn't require you to stretch or stoop. This seems like such a small adjustment, but it can actually help reduce your risk of back pain or strained shoulders. I remember chatting with a woman named Doreen. She's 68 and sharp as a tack. She told me she finally got rid of all the gadgets she wasn't using, cleared the clutter, and reorganized her kitchen so that everything she needed was within arm's reach. It felt like I had a brand new kitchen, she laughed. And I didn't even buy anything new. And that's really the point. It's not always about buying expensive gear or doing a full renovation. It's about being intentional. Asking yourself, is this working for me right now? And if the answer is no, giving yourself permission to change it. Another thing I want to touch on here, and this one's close to the heart, is seating. You may not realize how much time you spend on your feet in the kitchen. A simple stool or high chair tucked under the counter can be a real gift during meal prep. Sit while you chop, stir, or wait for the kettle to boil. You don't need to be on your feet all the time to be productive or independent. And don't forget those small, easy-to-miss things, like easy grip handles for your drawers and cabinets. Arthritis or stiff hands can make twisting and pulling more difficult than it used to be. Swapping in wider, loop-style handles or even adding soft grip covers can make every task a little smoother. Once you start making your space work with you, not against you, everything else starts to feel easier. You breathe easier. You move easier. You live easier. And that's what this is all about. Not just staying in your home, but truly living in it. Feeling secure. Feeling proud of your independence. And knowing that with just a few thoughtful adjustments, the place you've always loved can continue to love you right back. Next, let's turn our attention to one final area that brings everything together and helps you stay connected, alert, and confident each and every day. There's something we haven't touched on yet, but it plays a quiet, powerful role in how safe and comfortable you feel in your home. It's not the kitchen or the bathroom or even the lights overhead. It's the way your home keeps you connected to your surroundings, to help if you need it, and to the people who care about you. After 65, it's not just about preventing slips or making things more accessible. It's also about creating an environment where you feel secure, where you know you can get assistance quickly if something unexpected happens. And that brings us to our last, but incredibly important, home update, using smart technology to your advantage. Now, I know for some folks, technology can feel a little overwhelming at first. But don't worry, this isn't about turning your home into a robot or installing anything complicated. What we're talking about are small, user-friendly tools that can help you live more freely, not less. Let's start with smart voice assistants. Devices like Amazon Echo or Google Home can be absolute game changers. You can use your voice to turn lights on and off, play music, make phone calls, even control the thermostat. No need to fumble with switches or get up every time you want to check the weather or hear the news. Just say what you need, and it's done. I once helped set one up for a gentleman named Frank. He was 77 and a bit skeptical at first. But after a week, he was using it to set medication reminders, call his daughter, and listen to old Sinatra albums while he cooked. I didn't think I'd like it, he told me, but now it's like having a little helper in the corner of the room. Another great tool? Smart doorbells or security cameras. These let you see who's at the door without getting up, or even without being home. You can use your phone or tablet to get a live view, and some models even let you talk to visitors through a speaker. It's a small change, but it brings a big sense of comfort, especially if you live alone or just want a little extra peace of mind. There are also emergency alert systems that don't require landlines or clunky pendants anymore. These days, there are sleek, wearable devices that let you contact help with just a button press. Some even detect falls automatically and alert someone if you're not able to. Knowing you can get help quickly, without needing to reach a phone or shout for someone, can take a huge mental weight off your shoulders. And let's not forget things like smart thermostats, which let you adjust the temperature from your chair, or even learn your preferences and keep your home just how you like it. Or lights that turn on when they sense movement, so you're never walking into a dark room. It's all about creating a space that listens to you, learns from you, and works with you to keep life easy and enjoyable. These aren't bells and whistles. They're gentle, supportive tools that let you stay independent longer. And the best part is, you can choose what you want, ignore what you don't, and build a setup that feels just right for you. Now, stepping back and looking at all of this together, lighting, flooring, bathroom safety, easier kitchen design, and helpful technology, it might seem like a lot. But remember, this isn't about transforming your home overnight. It's about gradually shaping it around your needs and your comfort. One drawer, one light bulb, one small device at a time. It's your home. It should support the life you want to live, not the other way around. Whether you're staying active, pursuing hobbies, enjoying quiet mornings with coffee, or simply savoring the peace of being in your own space, you deserve to do it all with confidence and comfort. Aging in place doesn't mean resisting change. It means embracing the kind of change that brings more freedom, more ease, and more joy into your everyday life. You've already done the hard part, building a life, creating memories, filling your home with love. Now it's time to let your home give back to you. So here's what I hope you'll take away from all this. Your comfort matters. Your safety matters. And your independence is worth protecting. Whether you make one change this week or plan for a few in the months ahead, you're making a powerful decision to live life on your terms. And if you've already made some of these changes in your home, or if you have tips of your own to share, I'd love to hear them. Leave a comment below and tell us what's worked for you, what you'd recommend, or even what you're planning to try next. Your story might just inspire someone else to take that first step. And if this video helped you, give it a thumbs up. It really supports the channel and helps more people find these kinds of helpful, down-to-earth tips. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want more advice and encouragement for living your best life, right where you are. Because at the end of the day, age isn't a limitation. It's an invitation to live smarter, safer, and with more joy than ever before. Here's to comfort, confidence, and a home that loves you right back. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video.